So in the past recent years, we saw how blockchain and games have been evolving rapidly. The way that creators and game developers has been coding during these years also has changed. And that we wanted to talk about how we find an innovative solution on a specific market that is e-learning. And we created like StudyVerse, that is the way to redefine e-learning journey. We're going to talk about a small introduction of the technology, then we're going to go through the challenges of the ecosystem, our solutions that we found, and then we're going to show you a little demo. I'm going to go really quickly through all of this. If you think about what the actual solutions of e-learning that we have, most of the most famous are, for example, Coursera for some of the certifications. You have LinkedIn, for example, and there are others from specific people that make their own certifications. Well, this is how they look like. For example, on Coursera, you have a really bad user experience. What you have is, okay, you go through a web page, you have a description, then you push the video, and as much as you can find a quiz or a test assignment, but that's it, like web interface. And also you have other courses that are like more specific to persons, to people, that the same, and they're like making a lot of money with this, but the user experience and how people interact with this is not like evolving at the same pace as, for example, the content itself. So we wanted to gamify this experience. The ecosystem challenges, and I'm so sorry because it doesn't look really big. Here maybe it looks better, but what you'll find like in e-learning, what you have is that we want to show that the user is not just like dancing in the game, it's also learning. And we created some innovative solutions that are on the traditional part and on this part. We want to create a game that is fun and engaging, as all of us, right? And also we wanted to integrate blockchain with this. Also, one challenge in the pay-to-earn games is to make sustainable tokenomics of the game. That is a challenge that we're going to find. And also how monetization affects the user experience of transactions to the user experience. And finally, to ensure the scalability of the game. What are StudyVerse solutions? StudyVerse solutions are, for example, to make engaging and make sure that the user is evolving and is not just passing the videos like we show. We introduced some code assignments in terminal or some quizzes like Kahoot. So we put some part of the traditional parts, something that is interesting, useful, that is a terminal, and like all the assignments, and also some quizzes and interactive quiz as Kahoot. On the other side, for example, we wanted to take one proven use case of monetization that are the creators' earnings of the NFTs, not just deploying a token and using it like making inflationary. Instead, deploying NFTs in form of certificates and then earning a percentage of for how much they are selling them. So for these solutions, we found that Open4 is helping us to make a seamless interaction with the blockchain without interrupting like the user experience. And on the other part, Arbitrum allows us to make it like scalable, and it doesn't mean an increasing cost because it's a layer 2. So we're going to show you a little demo that Mikel is going to go you through. Here we have a test example account. We're going to log in through Open4. It's example.com. Test at example.com. And then the password is test. The main thing would be, hold on a second, that each creator can launch its own island, its own metaverse, its own StudyVerse, let's say, and they interact through a web interface, and you click a button that is launched to the verse, and then have this login.
So they log into an island.
Exactly. So here you have your account. You have the custody of what your account and potentially the digital identity. And here you have a demo island. This demo island could mean Coursera certifications, for example, like the world of Coursera, the world of Yados, the world of whoever it is. And you have to achieve and progress in the game, whether by either by completing certifications or purchasing new courses. So if you go through the first building, we're gonna walk, and you're gonna find this new part of the course, right? This building is a course itself. Once you complete it, what you have is a full course and a full certification. This is the first step. If you interact with the person, wait, this is a use case of CBCAT building. This is the center of blockchain here, and they are doing a certification in blockchain. So you have the explanation of what it is. Okay, in the first course, first we'll show you what MetaMask and some basic concepts. This is the basic stuff that you do in a web page, but now introduced in a mobile in a game. Sorry. Okay. So if we start, we're gonna go through a first video. That is what users are. This is what users are used to. And here you can select a wrong answer or a right answer. If you make it wrong, then it is gonna lower your score, your final score.
After you back to the start from the next point back, so you can disappear again and try to get the
exactly. Answer. Now you will progress in the game, but you have a lower score than if you make it right in the first time.
Do you have the 5 minutes of video?
Yeah, we start in the video like for the demo. It should be like 5-minute video. And now what we have here is a MetaMask certification because you completed the course of MetaMask and you have earned an NFT that is really a certificate, not an NFT itself. We're gonna say a certificate of that you completed this. And if ever this island shuts down, you can go with your digital identity to another place and say, no, I've made a certification with MetaMask, and I can go to, for example, some interviews of work or whatever, and demonstrate my expertise. Now you can only go to the next room, to the next level, once you have this first NFT, because you've completed the MetaMask course. So now you can go through the coding assignments, correct? Okay, so now here what you can do is code and send the assignment. How many of you have found like someone has done a test assignment, code assignment, and then you lost your progress because you did it, you're not accepted, and then what happens with that? Imagine that you went to Google, you do a code assignment, and you pass it. You're not like the top 1%. But that's a good thing to show and to have. And now you have another NFT that is the second step on this course. Once you have achieved both of them, you have the leaderboard because you have a score. And this could be like potentially another way of monetization of the game, because imagine that any company wants to hire someone that has completed a course. They can pay because this can be encrypted, because the puntuation can be, for example, multiplied by a random number or hidden in some way. And then you can make them purchase this leaderboard and contact have the contact information of the leaders of this course. And now what you'll have is the third batch, that is the CVCAT certification. For sure, this is all happening in OpenFOR. I will open it like while he's doing the demo. Now the third part is like going through a lot of content. And this is the last way of monetization of the game. Okay, you want to progress, you want to continue in this kind of experience, and you want to keep improving. Now you have to pay for it. So you look it, and what you do is pay for it. Okay, this is just a demo of what you can still do. Okay, but now what you have done is pay for a ticket. It's not just a certificate. You pay for the ticket. Once you have this ticket, you can access this course, and then you don't have it anymore. You transfer it, and that's it. Thank you so much for your time.
Nice.
Any questions?
Yeah, any questions?
So each of the certificates is a different NFC.
So when you have a course, which is a building can have infinite roofs.
Exactly.
Okay. And so then when all the rooms are different NFTs, they're not related to each other.
Exactly. So the one way could be like contacting with a company is that like island as a service, let's say. So if they want to have only a quiz building to make quizzes and Kahoots with their workers, you can do it. If you want to have a room for the metaverse and VR, you can go with your avatar, that you have all the certifications that you've done. Imagine whatever certifications or formations of the company, you have your badges, you have your progress in the company, and then you can go, okay, let's meet everyone at the metaverse and whatever. And also, if you're a blockchain company, it has even more sense. Yeah. But you find, like, for example, Banco Santander, they're really into metaverse, and they have some of their workers going to metaverse in some LAN parties. So you could potentially, like, this exchange of a scene, so you can put these on a building.
So we also developed like a small example of what it would look like to use the real thing. We didn't have a full site, so we couldn't have the websites, but we had it in localhost. So this would be it. This would be the CDCAT webpage, and you would just start recording, and it would take you to
your island, to
the StudyVerse island, to the CDCAT island, and then you would log in with your StudyVerse account and
yeah, continue the normal process. Yes, exactly. And as you can see, like, we have all the minting of the NFTs that has been going on through this demo. We have it on OpenFort, on this test. Well, I can show it here, and we have all the information. You have, I guess we have the timestamps here right now. 20, so we're at 23, so yeah, it's okay. Any more questions?
All right, then.
Thank you so much.
First, I'm a bit nervous, so if I speak very fast or my voice is very weird, it's because I'm nervous. Okay, so I'm going to present Lucky Galaxy. It's the next generation of crypto casinos. And, well, what problems do nowadays Web3 casinos face? The first big issue is insufficient proof of balance. No? When you deposit, I don't know if you have ever played on an online crypto casino, but you create an account, they generate you an address, and they say, send the amount you want to deposit on this account, right? But after depositing, you don't know where these assets go. They are transferred to a big account with lots of funds, like here, and you don't know how much of this assets they hold is yours, right? In lots of cases, history have told, there are casinos, there are exchanges that use user funds to, for example, pay marketing, pay for promotions, and they don't really have your assets, right? Another key problem is that there is insufficient sharing of earnings. Crypto casinos and casinos in general generate a lot of revenue, and this revenue is often not shared with users, right? So what does Lucky Galaxy, this casino we have built, provides, right? Each user has a linked Arbitrum account. So when you create an account on this casino, you have a linked account. What is the benefit of this? Is that the balance on your casino is daily synchronized on the blockchain. So you know every day, every time, that your funds are really on the blockchain and are not being used for any other reason, that it's not your game, right? And also, casino earnings are shared to token holders. This casino, you have to play with an ERC token, 20 token, right? You can only play with this token. In the future, obviously, we will enable playing with, for example, Ethereum also. And because all transactions are synchronized to the blockchain, everyone can know how much revenue the casino is generating. And then casino is sharing, right? Casino will share the earnings to all the token holders, not players, but token holders, to give like a reason for the token. And finally, as I said, this casino works with an RCD20 token that is called Lucky. Okay, so I'm not going to present. This is a key feature, right? There is a homepage. There is well, we have developed a slot machine. This slot machine has a 95.5 RTB. This is return to player and return to player. How it is computed? It's very simple. You do 1 million spins and you compute the average payout of each spin. the average payout is 95.5%. So in each spin, the casino wins 3.5%, okay, of the bet amount. You can select the bet amount. You can also play to spin fast. You have also a bonus if you get 4 or more of these minors. Like the topic of this slot machine is like a gem minor. No? If you get 4 of these, you get 15 free spins. It's like another game mode. You will see in the demo. Also, we have bet selection, as I mentioned. You can select what bet do you want to do. Okay. Also, we have implemented another game that is a card roulette. Here it's very simple. It's like a roulette. This card turns over, and you can select what card do you think is going to appear next. There is a timer of 15 seconds, and when this time is close to 0, the card reveals. And if you have guessed correctly the color, then you get paid. Red and black is times 2 your bet, and green is times 9. Okay, so key features. Deposit. You can deposit ERC20 tokens. You can deposit Lucky. An address. This comes from Open4. An address is generated, account is generated for each player, and you deposit the amount of Lucky tokens you want to play in this account. You can specify the chain in case in the future we want to implement more chains. Also, you can withdraw your funds. Obviously, you play with our 20 tokens Lucky, and if you win, you can withdraw, obviously. And finally, you can synchronize your balance. As I mentioned, the balance is synchronized to the blockchain daily. But imagine you want, no, I win a lot of money. I want to make sure this is on chain. And you can synchronize. Here it appears how many amount of how many amount of Luckies are not synchronized. And here it's minus 144. This means that in the blockchain appear to have more balance than you really have in the casino. And when you press synchronize, then the balance is synchronized. You could say, no, I'm not going to synchronize because I lost a lot of money, but you cannot withdraw until the funds are synchronized. Okay, what's next after this project? Well, implement the earnings sharing with player token holders, public release. Here, I'm hosting the application locally because I don't have any providers. And finally, implement more slot providers. I will contact with Pragmatic Play, the gaming, a lot of providers from slot machines, and implement from my machine. Well, thanks for your attention. I'm going to show you the demo. I'm going to be fast. Right? Okay, so this is the casino. We have implemented user authentication. So you can create a user. For example, I will create now a access user. Okay. So what will this do is it will send me an email to test.com. Okay, I received the email, I verify. Okay, and now I can log into my account. For registering and verifying your email, you get 1,000 free Luckies. So register. Okay, so here is the main page. You have your balance, your account balance, and you have like a casino, you have the roulette, you can play the red, and you have Lucky Galaxy Original. These are our games, our slot machine that we have developed. So first we will go to the Gem Miner slot machine. This loading. Okay. So here we have the slot machine, and as I said, you can speak obviously. And how this works? If you get 8 or more of the same icons, they explode in any position. It doesn't matter. They explode, and then they pay you an amount. Okay, and this amount is defined here. For example, the lowest paying symbol is this rock, and it pays 0.25 of your initial bet. If your initial bet is 1, then it will be 20%. Okay, and the maximum symbol is this. It's a lot. Okay. Also, we have this. If you get 4 or more, you have 3 spins, and also you have multipliers that can show up to 500. So we can keep playing, okay? And yeah, you can play and win, okay? It's a bit laggy here, but here it works fine. So if they appear 4 of the minors, we are not going to wait, but you get 15 free spins. It's an additional game mode. And when a multiplier lands on that 15 free spins, they accumulate for the next spin. Okay. Okay, and the other game we have.
But like for the non-degens here, what is the mechanics here? So what is the number above the roulette?
Okay, my bad. So each spin, the amount you win in each spin is shown here. Okay, so now it's accumulating all the symbols that are combining. Okay. This spin, look, I'm getting very lucky. So I bet 10 and I'm winning 200.
So what do you bet on? You're betting that
you bet on a spin. So you pay for the spin, and if the spin the symbols combine, so if there are 8 or more of one symbol, they explode and they pay you, and it's shown here, and then you get the money to your account. And there is a special game mode. I'm going to like force it to. You can show. You can see.
So each spin is $10, right?
Each spin you can modify it.
Okay. And that's happening all on chain, or is it at the end?
So now I'm going to explain. So what happens is I register or balance records on locally on my database, and daily I synchronize with the blockchain. This is done because imagine every spin, you see the spin is going very fast.
Yeah.
Imagine every spin I have to wait to sign a transaction. It would be unplayable, and also for the fees, I would be paying out a lot of fees. So let me force this. I'm going to higher the chances of getting free spins, right? So now it is stop combining. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give him 10 free spins at 10 spins. No minors appear. Habits. This one. Yeah. Almost. Is okay. I got a lot of them. I got 19 free spins, and now I have 19 spins. And if I get a multiplier and it combines, it's going to accumulate. And then if I get another multiplier, it's going to sum up the multipliers.
It's a matter of digit games.
Yeah. Like here, it's where you get all the big money, right? If you get imagine you get a tiny multiplier of 500, and it accumulates, then you get max win. Okay. Now we got like 0. Okay, I got a multiplier. I got 9. It multiplies, and this is the money I got on all 19 free spins. Okay. Another multiplier, and now you will see it will multiply times 2 and times the accumulated multiplier, right? So this is like the users often play to get the bonus and get the money here. Right? Oh, I got another one, the last one, and I finish. Okay, and I got everyone understands, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is where you get the big money. Say, okay, with a maximum of 5,000 multiplier. I mean, if you bet this, the maximum amount you can win is 50,000. Okay, this is one game. And we have another game. We go here. We have a roulette, as I mentioned before. Every 5 seconds, this should be 15 seconds and not 5 seconds. The current turns over, and you have to guess. All right. So I'm going to bet 400 on green because I'm a degen. Well, I lost the money, of course, and I didn't win. Okay, this is very simple. I'm not going to keep explaining this, and let's show the wallet. Okay, you can withdraw funds here. Let's have a test. I'm going to send some luckies because I want to play with the bigger bets. Oh my god. Please. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm going to send some luckies. 10,000. Okay, next. Okay, perfect. And then I have a job that is being run like every minute, and I'm going to force it to run. Okay. Now, if the blockchain is already on chain, if I refresh the page, I should see that my balance has increasing 10,000, obviously. Okay. I can also withdraw. I'm not going to show right now. But the most important thing here, and I hope it does work is if I go to check my address on chain, so I go to a block explorer like this, I look for my wallet, and you can see I have here 10,000 luckies that are the luckies I just said, but my casino balance is 11,000. So I'm going to trigger the synchronization because there are funds that has not been synchronized, and then perfect. Oh, because it was already synchronized because I have a job that is running constantly to synchronize. So now if I come here and the demo works correctly, I hope so, we should see the exact amount balance we have in the casino on chain. So now if I'm a user, I can trust the casino. I know my funds are there and are not being used for any other reason. So yeah, this is all for the live.
So if you go into the account on the block explorer,
yeah.
So if you go into the wallet,
I'm already on the wallet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're in the filter of the token with the wallet, so you can just go with only the wallet. Like,
from here. Well, here I'm on the wallet, and I can see that the synchronization fund. If I want money, then funds from the casino account are transferred to the player account, and if I lost money, user funds are transferred to the casino account.
Right. So this address is the casino account.
Yeah. So from this address is exactly from the casino account. As you can see, all the synchronization that has happened, and here is the account of the casino has 55,000 luckies.
Okay.
So there is an upper form. There is a player that is the casino player.
Okay.
And the funds are being synchronized with other players.
Okay. Okay. So each player has like a EOA wallet, like a normal wallet, and then you have
no. Each player has an open form account. So yeah, if I go to players, I just created the test player, as you can see here. I created today, 25, and I also have the casino funds. This is the main casino account.
So when you synchronize the funds, you're synchronizing the funds on test.
So when I synchronize the funds from test, if I want money, then funds are going to be transferred from the casino funds player to the test player using the open form API.
So synchronization is in fact executing the transactions, like executing the last transaction or like the last state of the casino.
Exactly. I have
like you handle all the let's say that you have like 20 transactions to send from the casino funds.
20 transactions. The thing of like making it daily is that I get, now I'm going to show you, I get from the casino all transaction records I have and submit. For example, if I have made 1,000 spins, I'm not going to make 1,000 transactions. I'm going to compile them all.
Okay. But then you need to do one transaction per user.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah, that's maybe a problem.
No, I was just curious. So then now if you press on the player on the dashboard, or like if you press on the casino funds.
Yeah. This is the transaction that has happened like a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So you can see here the transfers to each of the wallets, right?
Like every lucky that is being moved, it's tracked.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so thank you for your attention. I have any questions?
Okay, great. Any questions? Anyone?
I guess so. In terms of tokenomics of Lucky, token holders, if I understand correctly, earn like a part of the revenue, right? And how do you
know the winnings of the casino?
Yeah, or like how do you show that? And like I imagine that's like a dashboard. But like, how do you?
There will be a dashboard here, and daily you will receive like a commission for the tokens you are holding daily.
Okay.
So if today I hold this for a month, I will get the daily revenue of the casino for a month. And how is this, the total revenue computed? So if there are 3 users with 10,000 luckies in the casino, then the revenue will be shared like equally, because as more luckies you have, more of the total revenue of the casino you win.
So like the tracking of the profit or revenue of the casino would need to come from. I mean, how would you see it directly from the blockchain? Like, what is the profit of the casino, basically?
Like, Currently, I'm not doing that on chain, so it's being computed locally.
Okay.
So I have for each game,
Yeah.
I have like a balance record of, for example, I can here balance records. Yeah. So I have for each user, each like action that has done in the casino related with paying. Yeah. So you can see all the gameplays or of the games when he has deposited all. So I can know how much money has been played in the casino. So this, like on chain, I don't think there's any way to compute. So
I mean, you can check what is the initial balance of the casino wallet and then the after balance of the casino wallet, or no?
No, because if you, for example, flip a coin 10 times, how much money are you going to win? Because it's random, you can, how to explain it? What I do, how I compute the wins is each slot, I compute each RTP from each slot. So that one has a 95.5. So for each spin, I win 3.5.
Yes.
So this is my benefit. Even if at the end of the month, I have less balance, as I know that on the long term, I will be winning, I'm giving away the revenue, even if my overall account has been reduced, because overall I'll be winning.
One of the, I guess, questions I have is because you're sharing the revenue, like the token itself could be viewed as like it's likely to be viewed as a security for both like
Well, yeah, this is
like how. So if you think about like the token in a different way, maybe that would be like easier to implement. I think like in the long run.
I've been very concerned about regulation. Yesterday when I was speaking with John and Jama.
Yeah.
And here in Europe, this would be a complete help. Yeah. I was looking for opening like in maybe Curacao or Curacao. Yes. Here it's very complicated because as you mentioned, it would be a security. For sure. It's like the BNB token, right? Well, kind of, not really. But yeah, it's a problem. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you for the time.
But my project is more like a tech demo. It's not really polished. The team we formed was small, and we focused on the technology more than the final look of the project. So please don't judge it based on the aesthetics. So Heroes of Chain Fantasy is a multiplayer idol fighting game. Was built by a team assembled inside the Game Jam, which is me and Juan. Juan is not here because he's working right now. And what we have done is a game that you have full control over each because you have a blockchain account where you can host. You are gonna have all the hosting of all the items of the game, and we have a special currency for the project, which is rubies, and also every single hero of the game is NFT, so you can actually hold them, you can exchange them, you can sell them, whatever you want. It's not possession of the game. It's your possession. Okay. The very nice thing over this project is the low cost to serve for the other users. We have a multiplayer deterministic game engine, which only operates. Only shares input between the clients. So it's the lowest possible bandwidth necessary. There is no possibility of get advantage of the game because when you start to try to get advantage, you got disconnected by the simulation because you drift apart from the other players. and it's cross-platform from PC, Mac, and possibly it's very mobile friendly because based on the low bandwidth, you can play the game on 5G, which makes it really easy to play over mobile phones. The game itself is 3D. We implemented G characters and fighting happening on the game with the ranged G characters, tanks, DPS characters, and so on. If you don't find players online to play with you, you can play with a bot, which is still very difficult to win as well. And when you finish the match, even if you lose, you win rupees, which you can actually get. You can exchange for new heroes and so on. The idea is to monetize the game over the rubies part, so people can actually accelerate the advancements and also exchange characters with the other players, and hopefully the game itself get a part of the transactions by redirecting some funds of the trades between the players to the game itself, and fund the team to continually incrementing content and events and everything. Let me show you the game itself. So I will open up 2 players that I already have. So I will first show the blockchain part of the game here inside Unity itself. So if I play the game, if I put a new name here, for example, I will receive a new account inside blockchain. Okay, it's running. It takes a little bit of time because it's blockchain based, so some transactions takes a few times to happen. What's happening here? I'm creating a OpenFort account, and also I'm creating a Arbitrum wallet, and I am transferring from the game account to the player account one NFT and 1 Ruby, which is going to be the necessary to actually purchase this first NFT, which is going to be another hero, but I didn't manage to implement the purchases working. We tested, we just need to polish and put it inside the demo. So here you can play and you can play the game multiplayer. Matchmaking is already done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open I'm gonna open 2 the two builds I already had prepared for show up the game. So one here and one here. So this is, as you can see, this account is already logged in directly because they were already initialized. So if you log in inside the same device, you auto log immediately. So you don't need to put your passwords again and again. And when you click play here and you synchronize with the other, you are gonna see the same game running on the same machines deterministically. What is being exchanged between the two is only the inputs of the player. On the future, this is a future work. Every character is gonna have a special ability, which you gonna timely find the best point to activate the ability and get your advantage over the match, and hopefully you will win based on this point that you have input over the game. Okay. Of course, also you're gonna try to collect the best characters, the best, so your team gets stronger. And yeah, that's the entire project.
Can you show the one where it's like only with a bot? So you fight the user with a bot.
Yeah, sure. Because not always possible to play the game with a human. You can actually, if the matchmaker doesn't find someone to play with, it's gonna load up a bot, so you don't feel the lack of the players, and everything runs really smoothly. It's still validated from the server side and everything.
So each of the characters here is an NFT. So the user is the one that has all the same characters because you only have one NFT.
Yeah. But right now we are allowing the player to use the same character if it has one of the kind. But later on the future we are gonna lock the character to be one for NFT. So you would need at least 3 of the same kind to get a team like that. But for working HG characters working, you had a very good setup here from the bot, which is a tank and two HG characters. So it was a very bad loss from my side. But yeah, that's it. And everything's been even this loss is being synchronized with my account. So 1 second. Let me show you the open portion here. Yeah. So as you can see here, I got so he successfully.
So what action is that one? This action was. So this is the account that you created?
Yes.
And this is the action of minting the NFT, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
he created and minted the NFT for actually allow each to play with the first character. And also there was also
Yeah, this one.
so
this one must be. I think if you go one be like in the dashboard. Yeah, this one.
contract
Show here.
this. So this is the token holder, and yeah, that's the entire demo.
Nice. Good.
Any questions? Anyone?
What would be the thing that you would do next?
Absolutely, first you polish the game quality, because if the game is not fun, whatever, the blockchain part, because it's really important for the player to feel powerful, feel wanting new characters, wanting new to see new things inside the game. So I would actually dive deeply on the game design of the game, so I can achieve high retention rate over the game, and then later I would incentivize the player to explore new opportunities, like trade the NFTs, put you on Heritable, put you on OpenSea, and I would make as much as possible the NFTs to looks professional, looks exciting to be, and after that, then I would work on the game economics, so the game could actually find the balance over the transfers between assets to the players and the players to the game itself.
I have a question. Did you plan about or thought about purchase upgrades to connection with the NFT?
That's a possibility, yes. You start with a level 1 character, and by collecting many characters together of the same chart type, it's going to be like, waste of the space, because you have a limited amount of slots on your team. So if you have 4 of the same character, that doesn't make any sense anymore. So exchange like 3 characters for 1 more powerful of the same kind with a level 2 or maybe a level 3-star character would be the next level of the growing. But also I would start to actually have problems over the matchmaker. So I would need to think wisely about making players that doesn't have like powerful characters to play with players that have low power, and players with high power to fight each other. But this is because the matchmaker of the game is built on photo, and I can actually find matches based on skill quality. But I think the skill here would be the power of the cheat itself.
Yeah. So further on, players can exchange or sell this powerful personage.
Yeah. So if they actually find a way to aggregate a powerful character, and like I want to enlist this character on marketplace, why not? That's the entire thing about the blockchain side of the project. The players be free to get out of the characters and don't need to explain what it's gonna do.
Cool. New fun job to create characters of them.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Our game, we decided to combine some racing mechanics in one project for the tuba track.
This is a demo version, so the game is turbo track. We have implemented, it's like the revolutionary new idle game. It's going to be available soon.
Easy or not?
Yeah. It has incredible racing tracks. You have a coin collecting system. You collect coins and you purchase items. The purchasing system, mini games, and a new wallet system.
Let's go.
By open board.
Let's go.
Okay, so we have videos that maybe we can show the.
Yeah, if we can play it live, it's much fun.
So we decided to combine idle mechanics and a mini game together. So
there's like
just maybe a few seconds, I will start from the ground. I will just clean up the data of the player. So we're gonna start as a fresh player. And so we don't have any cards in the start. And so we're gonna show like how the game looks like when you just arrive to the screen and what is happening and what the player is supposed to do. So when the game is started, it's just an empty track, 0 coins, and nothing is ready. Coins you can connect, nothing happens. Mini game, and you need to buy the car. Initially, we give you like 50 coins for the first car called Hellraiser. It's like initial our car, super basic. And also we have like 5 of them. So we have 5 variations of the car. Each car can be connected to our wallet, the OpenFort wallet, and it can be purchased as NFT. Currently, the difference between them is on the color, is the speed of the idle mechanic. So the more velocity you have in a car, it means that more rounds the car can make, and each round is bringing you the coin. So using this coin, you can purchase new cars. So you can wait and the purchasing car. Also,
maybe the track chain. So there are 3 in the last track. There are 2 possibilities of the if you collect. Wait. Okay.
So you see when the car is making donuts, it's giving you more coins per.
You should get 3 coins if it does like 3 laps on the barrel. If you do not, then you get 1 coin only. And then you collect coins, you claim the coins, you can play mini game. So
yeah. So the main part of all of these things that you can claim coins, and you see it's like unavailable now to claim more because transaction is happening. So we're sending coins to your wallets in OpenFort. I actually can show you that transaction will arrive. Okay, so we'll just wait for approval. Like done here.
Yeah, I think we missed it.
Oh, really? Great. Check. So which one? Kind of hard to. There is no transaction home, but we checked it yesterday. So and you see there's no transaction. Yeah. So well, never mind. So transaction is happening. You are not able to send anymore till you don't spend the resources of the game. And also, since the car is purchased, you can go to minigame, you can select the car, and you can like drive and collect more coins. So when you're collecting coins, each car have a unique settings. So these cars have a 3 leaves, and it have like a control setting. So more control.
The control is start that determines how much time it's going to pass before augmenting the speed. If you have more control, you have more time to be in the same speed. After some time passes, it increases the speed and also the speed of the coins and the obstacles that are released. After 2 times the speed is increased, you have more obstacles thrown at the same time. And when you crash into an obstacle, the speed resets again. And when you lose all the lives, you die, but you get all the coins that you planned.
And coins also go into the wallet after each race.
Okay, so so when you close like the mini game,
if you open the graph, you have the coins you collected.
Okay.
Now we will have like 45.
Yeah. So next car costs like 100. So I can win if you wanted to see what's happening. So when you win in the new car, it will be when you select in the garage. This car will be also green, the new one. So and it will be drive faster because it has more velocity. And also when you be in the mini game, you will be able to select this car.
You will be able to choose which car you want to race, and each car has its own variables. Like the green car, if I remember correctly, it has 4 lives and 2 of control. That means more time.
Let me just show you the video. Like how to select, because currently I just don't want to collect all of the money. So here is a video of how it's going.
As you can see, now it was two obstacles at the same time.
So yeah, it was like 100 coins.
Then you buy it.
Yeah, then you buy it, then you're selecting, and there is a green car driving now. Yeah, and also when you mini game, you're able to select your cars. Yeah. So all cars go into NFTs. Yeah, and it's changeable. All coins going to wallets. And there is a lot of adjustability in this case, so you can create a lot of mini games based on the cars, like not just this track. It will be like a brown track 2D. A lot of possibilities to add new components to the car, because car have like some parameters, so you can purchase like new engine, new tires, and increase like let's say control, increase velocity, etc. So. That's
nice.
Also, probably we would add more mini games to be more types of things you can do apart from running. Like for example, one mini game would be like a boxer, like you have to change the time, stuff like that. That it would be ways to use your cards to play.
I think the mini game. It's not.
Yeah.
The pattern, it should be like not. Oh, okay.
It's the angle. What is it?
It's like sun, but it's a full road.
Yeah.
So you should see.
And then you're collecting the money.
And what do you do with the coins? It's just like a reward that it doesn't have like real value, or does it?
No, you buy the car coins.
Okay.
The car is an NFT, and then further on, we didn't make any customization, just 5 cars. But further on, you're like making some upgrades, like previous projects, like you're upgrading by selling the cars, buying the tires, engines, increasing parameters of the car, and selling it to the whales. Right? Whale kids.
Another thing that we probably could do is like a race with other players, and you can use your card that you have get with the coins in the mini game to race with other players, your friends, and everyone you want.
So let me gather the money, and we can wrap it up.
All right.
Because you cannot just leave the game. You have to wait when you wait. And
there's mining happening in the background.
They're mining Bitcoin in the background. And when you like waiting, we can show you that.
Exactly. Extra monetization.
So it's like adjustable, flexible, easy to start. Like just.
Did you create it like in this format just to make it mobile friendly, or is it just because it was the right format?
Yeah,
it's mobile friendly.
It came from mobile, just PC versions like additional software. So mostly it's a mobile game. Because you just sitting in the subway, how it like random mobility, sitting in the subway, opening the site, collecting the coins, and then it would like be super easy to get the experience.
Very good. Do you see like something else that could be what could be like something like, for instance, you could maybe like send like create NFTs or something like assets out of the tracks itself. So like to put like obstacles in the tracks or something like this could be.
We have the assets for obstacles. Every track tile. So you can make a track. You have it as an NFT. And you share it with everyone you want.
And then you can rent the track and get the money for renting. Because you cannot go to Newbury for free, right? So you have to rent it. And you pay with the coins. And the owner of the track will get the coins.
Okay. Awesome.
So, move it around the monetization.
Scripts and no idea of the game. You start thinking something about coins, and then we plan to the coin. It's a mythological coin, because if it's what game are we going to do? Well, if we don't have enough time, so we went for the first game in the world that with a coin is with the coin. Okay, so we needed more narrative to make it a little bit more fun. So when this is our presentation, okay, this is the other side. So if we want to go to the website, it's already there.
I want the narrative around quiz.
Then first you, of course, you log in. Okay, I'm going to be on phones, and then we connect, of course. Oh, nice. We are in local.
I think the URL is bringing you to local.
Come on, not in mine. Oh yeah, I did something here. So I think you can fix it. Because
you just remove the local host and put your URL. And then
no, this is wrong. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Well, something. So this is a mythological coin. This is the first coin minted in human history, discovered in Iran, 1999, back in, before BC, during the dawn of the Sumerian Empire. Belongs to Max right now, this coin, okay? So there's only one and belongs to him. And if he's willing to bet, get until. So if you put an offer, maybe you can get the coin, because if you win the flip, you get the coin. So I'm going to try with 500 euros, and I will choose one.
Do we have sound? Attention music. Okay. Then I'm gonna choose head. Okay. Okay. I think I go home. I go to cry, and basically, that's it.
I mean, it's
So
almost fun.
I want to show you that.
Double. Yeah, I know. Double. You double.
Double or double?
Oh, double.
Well, that's it.
Nice.
Questions? We had fun for the joy of.
Nice. You get into music.
So Marco is learning, developing. I am a former developer. He's a soon to be developer. So that's we try to do something like from the
very good,
simple and
good narrative as well. Yeah, fun. I have to say, it's fun. So there's one last project that's submitted online. His name was Tomeo. So he shared with me like a short presentation. Hey, this is private. Here. So he made a project called Into the Cave. Into the Cave is a project in Unity Engine. It's a project done in less than 5 hours since I found out about this jam with Visual Motif and started late. For context, the game is a dark recreation of Tomb of the Mask, a mythical and widely played game. Nice. I hope it's not horrible. Thank you. And what are we going to use OpenFort for? Basically, we're going to store all coins and achievements to OpenFort to keep track of each user's coins. At the moment, since it's not a game in itself, we have only thought about these functions. If the game is developed in the long run, we will implement more OpenFort functions to the new game mechanism. Stars, trophies, skins, etc.
I
see. Okay, so it's a minute 34. I don't think it's comment. Is it comment? Yep, it's not. Okay, will you? No. Wow. Recommend this guy. Super. Nice. That's not bad actually. No. Very nice. Logistics are here. And the coins are here. Every time that you collect them. So you try going to avoid
using?
Unity was it? Unity. And it's coming back. Oh. We forget coins. Very nice. Okay. 116. Almost. Whoa. Holy moly, how many levels are here? Let's go.
No.
Forgot coins.
Damn it.
Okay. 100. Okay. $5.